Hello and welcome to Twin Moons Tavern. Octoberfest is right around the corner, so today we're talking about German potato salad, a classic German comfort food. Like most comfort foods, there's a million and one ways to make German potato salad, so like always, do not take this as absolute gospel, more as a starting point, and make changes as you see fit. There are a couple things that are consistent with German potato salad though, first one of which is bacon. Here we have a pound of thick cut bacon, and we're just gonna cube this up a little bit. Once you finish cutting the bacon and realize that I really need to be doing a video on how to sharpen knives, we're gonna go ahead and throw it into a cold pan. Turn the heat up to medium high, and just go ahead and let that fry up, rendering all that fat. When you start to see it foam like this, you know it's about ready. Go ahead and remove using a slotted spoon, reserving as much of that bacon fat as possible in the pan. Go ahead and put the bacon into a bowl that's lined with paper towel to soak up any excess bacon fat. Next we're going to take a red onion and chop it up in small cubes. Go ahead and cut off the tip, cut it in half, and then peel the onion. Don't just take off the paper outside, but the actual first layer of the onion. It's usually a little leathery, so you don't want that anyway. Once you have the onion cut in half and peeled, slice down it about every 1/4 inch, all the way up to, but not past the root. Once you've done that, you're going to go ahead and slice into it horizontally, again about every 1/4 inch. Be careful not to cut you, that would be bad. Once you do that, you're going to go slice into it vertically, and then you have nice little pieces of onion. Once we've done that, we're going to go ahead and put that onion back into the pan with all the bacon fat in it. Give it a good stir in, put it on medium heat, and we're just going to let those soften up over the next couple of minutes. Now that the onions are soft, you're going to go ahead and deglaze the pan with some white vinegar. Be sure you're getting all that bacony fond off of the bottom of the pan. We're going to go start adding some miscellaneous other things. A couple tablespoons of sugar, a couple teaspoons of salt, a little bit of cayenne because I like things spicy, some black pepper, and a little bit of mustard. Now the mustard and cayenne are completely optional, particularly cayenne. Cayenne is not a common ingredient in German potato salad, and mustard is kind of a by taste sort of thing. Most German potato salads do have a little bit of mustard on it. How much they have and how strong it is really kind of depends on how spicy you want your potato salad to begin with. Generally speaking, you want it just enough to give that hint of mustard flavor, but you don't want it to be a dominant flavor. You're going to continue to cook that in medium for a few minutes, letting all those flavors get to know each other and letting this dressing thicken up just a little bit. You're going to take about half to 2/3 of the bacon that you cooked up and put it back into the sauce. Mix that in. The remaining bacon we're going to save to garnish a little bit later. Once that's all incorporated, we're going to go ahead and put that to the side and work on our potatoes. Potatoes is another point where a lot of people disagree on how they should be handled. I'm using red potatoes here because I like them. I'm leaving the skins on. For the most part, I think cutting the skins off of a potato is kind of pointless. It adds a lot of extra work. It removes a tremendous amount of the nutritional value potatoes have, and I think they're prettier this way. So if you see, I'm going ahead and I'm just cutting off any strange bits, parts of the potato that might be a little brown or even rotting, any large eyes. And once I've done that, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to cut them in half again, and then slice them up. Then I'm going to put them in a pot of salted warm water, bring them up into a boil, and then just let them cook for a few minutes. While the potatoes are cooking, I'm going to go ahead and prep my parsley. Cutting a big portion of the stems off right from the start, and I'm just going to pick through any large stems. I'm not going to get too crazy with it. If it's a small piece of stem, I'll go ahead and leave it, but the larger pieces I'm going to go ahead and remove. If I was going to go with a fine chop on this parsley, I wouldn't bother so much with the stems. I do want to leave this parsley in pretty decent sized pieces, so I need to go ahead and remove what stems I can. Run my knife through it a couple times just to make the pile a little easier to deal with, and then just do the rocky choppy a couple of times. Again, for this recipe, I want fairly big pieces, so I'm not going to get too fine with it. Once the potatoes are boiling, it should just take a few more minutes. That cook time is going to vary tremendously depending on the size of the potatoes and the kind of potatoes you use. So you just kind of want to keep an eye on them and occasionally just give them a test. You want them to be fork tender. What I mean by fork tender, you should easily be able to stab it with a fork and the fork slide in and out easily. Once the potatoes are cooked, go ahead and strain them through a colander. Do not, I repeat, do not spray them down with cold water. This is another key feature of German potato salad, that it is mixed hot and served warm. Take your potatoes, put them in a bowl, and then go ahead and take that dressing and pour it on top. And just gently fold it in. You don't want to be rough with it because you don't want the potatoes breaking up too much. You just want to fold it in a few times until it's all evenly incorporated. Once you've done that and the potatoes have cooled off a little bit, you're going to go ahead and add your parsley. And again, you're just folding it in until it's all evenly incorporated. Once you do that, you're going to go ahead and plate it. I'm going to take a big platter and I'm just going to shovel all of my potato salad onto it so it makes a big mound. Once I've done that, I'm just going to clean the edges of the platter up a little bit for presentation. Add some of the bigger pieces of parsley to the top. And then some of the bacon I reserved, because honestly, who doesn't love more bacon? And there you have it, a nice steaming platter of German potato salad. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like, subscribe, and comment. And I hope you guys have a happy and safe Octoberfest. Prost.